Hello, it is May 2nd, 2019. It is just after 7 p.m. Welcome to the weather update. And it's finally cooling off again over our area. Today wasn't too hot of a day, luckily. We're going to talk about that. We did have some breaks of sun, actually some mostly sunny skies for a period this afternoon, but clouds have rolled back in, and you can see there's some convection off to the south. But we have some activity closer. And actually, I could see that the sky was actually to the dark to the north when I was going back from Hicksville. So I think it's this cell right here that looks like it's over the Long Island Sound approaching the North Shore. And it looks like a little line of storms forming along it. And this is all because of the backdoor front causing a little lift in the atmosphere. And so these showers are developing, and maybe even some thunderstorms. Probably mostly just showers. There's much more intense activity, it looks like, off to the south. Oh, man. Mount Holly radar is down again. Good thing we have underground. So, looking at the temperatures right now, you can see things have cooled down quite a bit. 50s now for the most part across all of Long Island, into New York City, even going into the Jersey Shore now, but still very warm around Philadelphia, where they still have temperatures of 80 degrees. And I think if we go further south to Delmarva, let's see what they've got. Ocean City got 70 degrees. All right. Just inland, though, it's in the 80s. I don't really cover Delmarva, but it's a spot that can get very hot, too, like Jersey, except unless you're right on the water. But I want to put the radar, up here, because this is where we're getting to see some activity. At least it looked like there was some activity with the radar. So let's put this into motion and see if there's more severe weather that's going on to the south of us or not, because it looked like, yes, it looks like there's some storms way to the south of us. These aren't going to be affecting us. That's more of a problem for Delmarva, but this batch of showers here will affect us, so there probably will be some scattered showers tonight. The good news is the temperatures are dropping. So let's go over what was going on with the temperatures today. This shows it perfectly. So here we go. This really shows up the backdoor front very nicely. Let me just move this over here like this, so you can see here, and you can see here Long Island cool, and the heat has now been pushed inland. But if we go back to around 2 o'clock, it was a lot warmer across Long Island, and you can see temperatures reached around 70 on Long Island, and probably Tom's River got up near 80. We'll have to check the records for that. And if we go and look at Long Island a little closer, what was interesting, though, I had to go to the North Shore. I had to go to Glen Cove today. There was actually a bit of a Long Island Sound breeze. So Glen Cove, which is normally a hot spot, because there was like a northeast wind coming off the Long Island Sound, actually was a little cooler there than it was in Mineola, which was interesting. It was a good 5 degrees cooler, even though the sun was out, which was really interesting. But let's watch the backdoor front sweep across. So 3 o'clock. Alright, still not through yet. Here it starts in around 4. You can start seeing it come in, temperatures dropping into the 50s in Suffolk County. We move along to 5 o'clock, and now look at the temperatures have really dropped into the 50s. So you can see how it's progressing from east to west. That's what a backdoor cold front is. It progresses from northeast to southwest, or from east to west. This is a common thing to have in the spring, so I'm glad we have it, because it really does save us from the worst of the heat. So that's a good thing. So let's take a look and see what various locations hit today as far as high temperatures go. So right now, 54 degrees. You can see the east wind at 14, gusting to 21. Now that we got the backdoor front, that's at Farmingdale. But it did hit 70 degrees with a very light winds in the middle of the day, and then they became easterly and picked up speed. So Farmingdale is fairly cool. Now, if you go further out east in Suffolk, the backdoor front, I think the warm front never really passed them. So West Hampton's 50. Let's see what West Hampton hit. Got up to, it still got up to 67. So it looks like it did make it just about to West Hampton, and then got pushed back when the backdoor front came back through. 50 degrees. Let's take a look at New York City. Let's see if New York City has cooled off yet. Central Park, it has cooled off there, 57. And let's see what it hit there today. So we have a temperature of 77, no actual high temperature reading in this part yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if it got close to 80 in the city. Fortunately, it didn't get that warm on Long Island. That's very fortunate. And we'll now look at the notoriously hot spot of Tom's River. It's 60, obviously, still warmer there. It's a lot more humid, too, dew point 57. And let's see what it hit there. I see an 81, so probably cracked 80 in Tom's River. No surprise. No a maximum high temperature reading in there yet, but I have a feeling it'll be somewhere around 81 degrees in Tom's River, so it's pretty hot. We'll go over that in the Mars weather update, I guess, to see how hot it got in Tom's River today. But again, they had the heat in Jersey quite a bit, and like I said, we were cool, for the most part. And the humidity wasn't all that bad. I'm just curious to see what the humidity got up to here. I bet it really didn't get all that bad. Let's see. Dew points got up to the upper 50s. All right, at least they didn't break 60. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So just a minute before we go look at the models. Let's look at the dew points. Curious to see how that panned out. So again, this is, you can see the drier air, lower dew points over Long Island, more humid to the west. But if we went to 2 o'clock, you will see that we definitely had a warmer, higher dew points, but nothing terrible. It was, the dew points were way worse in Jersey, along with the heat. So it's always much hotter and more humid there. It always is. It's just, it's the way it's. They're feeling it really. It's, if you like the heat, that's why so many senior citizens like going down there, because they like the heat. If they can't go to Florida, that's where they go. That's why you have so many senior developments, I guess. Not a good joke, I know. I'm not a comedian. So let's take a look and see what's going to happen with the temperatures the next couple of days. So tomorrow is going to be cool. You can see the backdoor front keeps Long Island cool. Jersey may not get in there, though. They may still be sweltering a little bit there. But Long Island will be cool. You can see the real heat building here. And let's take a look at the weekend. Let's take a look. So temperatures look like they do come back up on Saturday, and that's because I think the warm front might wind up doing something similar to what it did today, which was move a little back toward our area on Saturday. And then Sunday, we are maybe a little cooler. But the good news is we do get out of the cloudy pattern. I think we'll see some more sunshine and temperatures near average as we go into next week. But it looks like it starts heating up again, too. So, yep, it's going to start heating up again by next week. I don't really want to look too much at the long range, but it looks like next week will heat up. Let's see if it's going to be humid. I hope not. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see. You can see where the Saturday might be a little humid. Maybe a little bit. Depends on, again, more likely in Jersey. Monday won't be too bad. Tuesday, it still won't be humid Tuesday. So it doesn't look like it gets humid next week. Maybe it starts getting humid around Wednesday, or Thursday could be. Thursday could be kind of brutal. Looks like it has the dew points getting up into the mid-60s. And that'll be coupled with temperatures in the mid-70s. So, yeah, that's a ways away, though. We know how the models are with that. So let's shift gears. Let's look at the NAM, and let's take a look at our precipitation and see what our next risks for precipitation are and what they're going to look like. So we are going to go ahead and look at this. You can see this is showing the shower activity that we are seeing it in our area right now. As we go into tomorrow, Friday, it looks like it stays dry for the most part tomorrow. Maybe a chance of a very widely scattered shower. But then as we go into Saturday morning, you can see it looks like a line of rain forms. Maybe this is the warm front here, early Saturday morning. Slight risk of showers on Saturday. Probably, again, very hit or miss. Won't be raining all day. And then we go into Sunday, and this area of rain is what's going to be affecting us a little more on Sunday, which may be a little wetter. So now we'll look at the sky conditions and see. Usually I'll look at the GFS too, but let's look at the NAM first. So tomorrow we're gonna have the clouds around. For the most part, it's gonna be cloudy. Probably same thing for Saturday. Maybe a few breaks of sun in the afternoon, but more or less plenty of clouds. Let's look at the GFS. Let's see what that looks like. So go back to Friday. Tomorrow, see clouds. Saturday, clouds. Sunday, clouds. Monday, we might get some sunshine, but I don't think it's going to be a clear sky. Looks like there's going to be some clouds around, too. Tuesday, maybe some clouds, maybe some clear sky, but they're probably not going to be a really clear day. Nope, no clear day Wednesday, no clear day Thursday, no clear day Friday, no clear day Saturday. We may have to wait till mid-May before we see some clear weather. And that again, is all attributed to the stupid ridge, which I'm not going to get into in this weather update. Maybe in the next one we'll talk a little more about the pattern as we go into May. But anyway, right now we have these showers that are most likely affecting the North Shore, and then this batch might wind up affecting us. So, be on the lookout for some rain tonight, but at least we escaped the worst of the heat on Long Island. But for the folks in New Jersey, what can I tell you? You're going to be sweating it out. You're going to be sweating out in the hot state of New Jersey. There's near New Jersey, and there's all the heat. So not the place you want to be unless you like the heat. Anyway, that wraps up this weather update. Thank you for watching.